in case there are horrible echoes slash delays, I'm about to listen to the stream. And if it sounds really terrible, I'm going to hang up, and this will become a Rich solo stream, but I'll still be in the chat. And if it sounds acceptable, then we'll keep going. That's the plan. And I'm going to listen to us now. Yeah. By the way, this is becoming a Rich solo stream. It's that bad.
Is it that bad?
It's...
I think you're exaggerating how bad it is. Chat, take a vote, chat. Is the echo acceptable level? Would you rather have a relatively quiet Rich solo stream, or would you rather have Rich and Jack with echo? What is preferred?
The echo, I can only imagine, will get incredibly frustrating. It isn't bad. Exaggerating? What are you talking about? This is terrible.
We'll deal with the echo.
Echo?
We'll deal with the echo, Jack.
We're going to deal with the echo.
We're going to deal with the echo.
Oh my god, you guys, this echo is terrible. I know you all say it's fine with the echo. I don't know if I'm fine with the echo.
It's up to you, Jack. I can't force your hand.
Have I switched off my targeting computer? No, I have not switched off my targeting computer. That's my problem. I mean, Rich, if you could hear the stream right now, it's... Yeah.
I heard the preview. The recording we made, and it was noticeable, but it wasn't the worst.
Yeah, but now trying to pay pay attention to a conversation that we're having, and then 2 seconds after I say everything,
but it's a very quiet. It's like a.
I
don't know.
I think it's too much.
I don't know. You can quit at any time, Jack.
I could.
You could just say something like every now and then.
Sure. Oh, they say it's barely audible now. What does that mean? Did you change anything?
What, the whole
Did you change anything? No.
I did not change anything.
Alright, yeah, I'll just, I'll just try to refrain from talking so much. We'll just see what happens.
I mean, if you got other things to do...
It's not my headphones, because I'm wearing earbuds. So it's definitely not my headphones. And we tried turning down the volume of Rich's headphones, and that didn't seem to work. And we also tried configuring the outputs for his headphones and the inputs on OBS, and none of that seemed to work.
I'm not used to playing with a keyboard. Ooh.
What'd you get? Nice.
A couple options here.
They're saying the game music is covering the echo now, so... We'll just listen. You guys have asked for it. You guys have asked for this, and so this is just what's going to happen. Why not?
So we're going with
why not? Why not? Clem Fandango. Thank you for subscribing. We very much appreciate it.
And there's one other, but I'll check our new special program made by Leftover Beefcake later.
That's great. I did. You know what? Because it's not in front of me, I forgot about it. So that's good on you, Rich.
Yeah, if you want to catch them as they come too. I mean, we can do both.
Great.
Like I just heard another one right there.
We're talking. It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine all the time.
What the fuck?
Just wondering if you should grab a whip too.
You chose the sword.
Yeah,
Oh, sure.
his health is always good.
Sure. I was farting around the internet a little bit today looking for some assets because I'm editing our next couple of episodes for prereq. And on a whim, I ended up on Wikipedia. And I decided to look into what Suicide Squad was. Because none of us knew. And here's the thing.
Okay.
It sounds like a really cool premise. Basically,
What is it?
Certain criminals are deemed expendable assets by the U.S. government and are used on black ops missions.
Oh, okay.
And so it's just this group of inmates, Harley Quinn, Deadshot, or whatever his name is, and the Joker and stuff like that, and they're all used on secret op missions as expendable agents to kill people or do stuff or whatever, right? And it was actually made partially as a joke, as an excuse of why they get out of Arkham Asylum so often. Because literally they're broken out by the U.S. government to do a mission, and then they just continue their life of crime. Yeah, so
That's a fine idea.
I'm officially down with the premise of Suicide Squad. I don't know, that says nothing about the movie or the comics, but I dig the premise.
So anyway, we are playing
true.
Crypt of the Necrodancer, which, if you don't know, it is now done. It's no longer in early access. So we might actually see an ending of the game
We
tonight.
better see an ending of the game tonight.
I've already done it once.
You are.
I'm a Necro Pro.
You are indeed, Rich. I'm excited. I have not played it since the full release came out.
Look at all of the extra tiles they added. Like, look at that cross, whatnot. The vines. That's all
I
new.
haven't gotten there yet. Hold on. Oh, sure.
look at the walls.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's nice. No, and I already see some new items. Oh, sorry.
The items I'm familiar with.
Yeah.
It could just be because you haven't played in a while.
Biscuit got trapped in my office. I said Biscuit got trapped in my office. I know.
Oh no. Not your stupid cat.
My great cat, who you're not allergic to.
Your stupid cat? Can your cat do math?
My cat. My
He
cat
can't because he's a
cannot
stupid
kill
cat.
you. Does that count?
I could, in theory, I could choke while eating your cat. So your cat could kill me. It's not very likely.
You know what, Rich? Touche. You're right.
You gotta think outside the box, Jack.
You're absolutely 100% right. Yeah, no, I think it's great. Crypt of the Necrodancer got a full release. Invisible Ink is getting a full release soon. Hand of Fate had a DLC pack. Bloodborne got an update. Things are happening.
We might have
That
to do
is
a
quite
update
possible
episode.
and most likely going to happen. Yeah, well,
Most likely,
more
almost
so to
certainly.
give us an excuse to play these games again.
No, I can't get back up there. I don't think. I think I'm trapped with all of these traps.
You're trapped
Oh,
with
no,
all
I
the
can dig
traps?
here. I can dig. Well, the traps were keeping me from getting back up here, but I found a way around it all.
You found her?
Oh, there's nothing up. There's nothing up there. I didn't really need to bother trying.
Well, way to go. Way to go, Rich, you big jerk.
All right, first boss.
You're there already. Easy peasy. This is happening.
could use some health.
No, you don't need any more health. You're fine.
No, I need more health. Oh.
I'm fine. I'm sure you're fine. Everything's fine.
I survived.
Dad was always coming and going on his
I'm a ways off from fine. Oh, there's
cutscenes now?
Seemed more exciting.
Oh my god.
He
Yep.
said he'd
I'm
found
watching.
some great treasure.
You haven't gotten there yet.
When I was older, I found the notes he left behind.
Oh.
I have. You're talking over it.
Directions to a graveyard.
Uncle Eli tried to stop me. Dad had been gone for 2 years. I had to find him.
Cutscenes. How strange.
Short ones in between every zone.
Still, it feels strange. It's true.
It's because you hate them.
That's very true about me and cutscenes, Rich. I hate them. I hate them all.
I know this.
Good. I mean, because that's usually an awkward conversation about me and cutscenes. So just get that out of the way.
I've learned to accept it.
Good. That's true. Read my letter. I have no power over the cutscenes tonight. But also, Crypt of the Necrodancer is cute enough where I would like to see the cutscenes.
I think I'm going to transmogrify my boot. I don't know. Well,
What kind of
maybe
boots
not.
do you have?
Maybe not. Helmet. I don't care much for that black. Oh no, I didn't want to do that one. Damn it! I did the wrong one.
Well,
because I'm stupid.
first of all, stop being so stupid.
Ooh, glass jaw. Fuck no. I'll take it. Damn it! I fucked everything up.
Well, way to go. You did it, Rich. You fucked everything up.
I did. That got completely fucked. Greed got my
your
goose.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Binding of Isaac does have kind of little cutscenes between levels. I like to think of those more as loading screens, even though you can skip past them. No, and Binding of Isaac also has the opening cinematic. Just because I dislike cutscenes doesn't mean that I don't put up with some because they're in my favorite games.
Just because I feel like I need to grind in games doesn't mean I
Right,
won't do it
exactly,
because I don't
exactly.
like grinding.
That's the thing. Get it together, everybody, is what we're saying, basically. He gets pooped on. They're great. I know. They're fun. They're fun, and they do add to the story. They add to the atmosphere. Yeah, very Super Meat Boy-esque, like tiny little cutscenes between worlds, and it's all fine. You put up with them because the game is so good, or you enjoy them.
them. Which you can't even conceive of. It's just it's not in your vocabulary.
It's difficult for me, especially like those games in particular. Those are light games, that's not story focused. And so I don't even think about those as cutscenes because the story is so unimportant in those games. You are not meant to be invested in the world of Super Meat Boy. And so to me, that's just a whole nother level where they don't care. And because they don't care, I don't have to care either. Does that make sense? Am I just rationalizing because they're games I enjoy? Maybe.
I don't care about the story in Bloodborne because it's so vague.
Sure. Oh,
I
sure.
think it's similar.
And also they don't care that you don't care. They just want you to get the blood. As long as you get the blood, that's all that matters.
I should have transmogrified my
Oh,
shovel. That's what
sure.
I should have done. Anything is better than what I have, which is...
Well, you have the stock shovel. Stock shovel can't cut shit, Rich.
Enchant weapon. I might be able to use that later. Ah, fuck it.
Yeah.
We're going with what we got. We're going with what we got. Better the devil you know.
Better the devil you know? Alright.
Yeah.
You know what, Rich? Alright.
It'd be nice if I could find another
Oh,
good weapon
sure.
because I got the holster.
I like that holster. You should still love this game, The Master 20,000. This is... I still look back fondly on this game. I haven't played it since the review just because we've been playing other stuff.
I imagine you're going to revisit it.
I
now that it's
will
done.
100% revisit it because it's done now. I am still holding out hopes for a mobile version of this game. I would love this game to be on a mobile device. Yeah,
I still play this regularly.
that's great.
Yeah, probably more regularly than anything else
Really?
we've reviewed.
That's so shocking because you didn't
Yeah.
even know about it before we started. It wasn't even on your radar before
No.
I suggested it for the review. Isn't that funny? That's great.
Yeah, I've got
Really?
105 hours in this game. I since I've been playing
Oh, sure.
Bloodborne, I kind of stopped, but for the most part, I think I've played at least one stage a day.
That's amazing, Rich. Congratulations. I don't know how I'm supposed to react to this, but I mean, I'm excited for you and Crypt of the Necrodancer.
Broadsword or longsword?
I mean, broadsword. I like that 3 sweep. You know, hitting enemies on an angle.
You know what? I'll keep the broadsword, and I'll take this fucking spear for my second weapon.
There you go.
That
Best
sounds
of both
good.
worlds, right there. Best of both worlds. We ain't talking Star Trek.
What are they asking
Oh
about
no,
Star
that's
Trek?
yeah, best of both worlds. I just said best of both worlds. Star Trek, the name of that.
Oh. The famous episode.
Oh,
The Riker episode. The best of both worlds is a
also,
Riker episode.
Rich, the other thing we didn't do. So, remember when we were messing around with OBS and profiles?
Yeah.
Here's the other thing we didn't do. Your mic right now is on a delay to sync up with the game, but my audio is coming through the computer. And so people are hearing me answer before you ask a question.
Is there an easy way we can fix that, or
I think
fuck it?
we'd have to stop the stream. The
Okay.
way I do it, to give people an idea, my workaround for that is I actually am talking with Rich through Skype through my laptop. I plug my laptop audio out into my Zoom, so then both Rich and I are going through my Zoom to my other computer, so there's no lag between us when he Skypes in with me. That's what I do. Rich does not have that option right now, so it's just going to be off. It's either I'm going to be off or Rich and the game are going to be off.
Oh, that should have been flawless. Bullshit.
Oh, I haven't seen this boss before. Is this a new boss? Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Mom died.
Knew with the
Oh,
update
sure.
before this one.
No, I have not played it since the review.
I heard Dad and Uncle Eli arguing after the funeral.
Shh, let it happen.
I'm letting it.
What was so important about
That's where the echo is coming from, Jack. I don't think so. Because then why would the echo come from the delay? Why do you have so many audio issues? I don't know why we have so many audio issues. It's because we're doing things that normal streamers don't do. This is the real thing. Normal streamers are one person with one microphone and a pair of headphones. We are Skyping, and apparently that's no good.
Plus, we always seem to end up
We do.
changing
Well,
shit
and this-
around too. Like sometimes you're Skyping in, sometimes we're all
Yep.
in the same room using
Well, this
mics.
is why we have to take advantage of those OBS profiles. And so then what we need to do is create a profile
Yeah.
for Skype. And you know, dial in all of the specs just for Skype to make sure that we're both in sync, to make sure that everything sounds great. And then that's the prereq Skype profile, right? And then we make another profile for when we are all in studio. And that's the prereq studio profile. And then it's an easy swap. It sounds like a mini Jack is mocking the stream. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's funny. And we did try. What did we try before? We tried Mumble. And for some reason, why couldn't we get Mumble to work? I don't remember it.
I don't recall.
That was the one where you had to
Mumble?
like type in like my IP address into the special thing. Do you remember that? Oh.
No, I don't remember that. But we've tried a lot of things.
We've tried
so
a
it's
lot
not
of things.
Too shocking.
The best audio quality we got was through Mumble, but that had a whole slew of different problems. So
Jack, why can't I?
yeah,
find
you
this
have
armor?
nothing. You have the crown of thorns. Yeah,
That'll be
there's no armor.
the death of me. World 4 is not easy. I wouldn't even want to contemplate doing it without having some nice armor and whatnot. Oh god.
Jack Rich, it would be cool if you got in contact with Danny Baranowski on stream with you. Sure, I don't know who that is. But yeah, why not? I have no idea.
Does he have something to do with the game?
This is me having literally no idea. I'm about to copy that name. Copy. And I'm going to Google him right now. And Google. Darren Baranowski. Oh, great. Oh, he did the music for Crypt of the Necrodancer.
He did a great
Oh
job.
my god.
Is he willing? Is
By
he
the way,
willing to
not
talk
only
with
did
us?
he do Crypt of the Necrodancer, he did The Binding of Isaac, he did Super Meat Boy, he did Gravity Hook, Cannibolt. That's a good soundtrack too. Oh my god, yeah, that sounds great. Jesus Christ. Desktop Dungeons. Yeah, that sounds great. Let me tell you how many contacts Rich and I have in the video game industry. Hold on, let me get out my Rolodex, okay? Here's my Rolodex. Now, and I'm going to flip to the part with all of Rich and I's contacts in the video game industry. Oh, it's none.
What about Tom?
What about Tom? from Stray.
From
Oh yeah.
yeah,
No,
he
that
counts.
was mostly joking. We know Tom. We've talked with James Id, who knows people. I know that Edmund McMillan is a fan of Red Letter Media. But there are people theoretically who we could reach out to. But we don't have any we are not in with the video game people. So it's like anyone you want to be on stream with us, we don't know how to get a hold of them. Is I guess.
Yeah, don't bring that up unless you have, like,
Unless
contact.
you are that person and want to call in. That's the only Like, if you are Danny and you're like, hey, I'll talk to you guys, that's great. Beyond that, it's not going to help us much. Just as
Oh,
a
God damn it.
general heads up. Just because we don't, you know, we live in Milwaukee and we don't know anybody. We don't know nothing about nothing.
Oh,
Well,
shit,
why
I didn't
did you
mean to do
it
that.
then?
Because I accidentally hit
Oh,
two
Rich.
buttons at the same time.
Rich. Oh, that's right. We also know Kevin from Fire Axis. That's right. Okay, we officially have 4 contacts in the video game industry. That's not terrible. I'll
That's
take
not
it.
terrible.
I'll take it. From Fire Axis. Firaxis. Fraxis. I think it's Fire Axis. That's how.
I always called it
Firaxis?
Firaxis. Yeah. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't care.
Maybe I'm wrong and I don't care. Do 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 do. Maybe I'm wrong and I don't care. Do 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 do. Ow. My voice is so pretty, Rich. What?
What? Your voice is so pretty.
I literally have no idea what I'm saying.
That's obvious.
Here's what I can tell you. I can tell you something very real. Something that really upset me today. I turn on my PS4, right?
Yeah.
And yeah,
Hold on, Jack. Quick question for you. What do you prefer, obsidian or titanium?
yeah, because that has more
Yeah.
attack, and Obsidian
Obsidian
right.
potentially has
and
more.
and I get off beat
Yeah,
enough where I
yeah.
want the static number. I don't want the. But that's up to you, Rich. You might be a better Necrodancer than I am. Okay.
I'm running with titanium.
So I turned on the PS4 today, and I see there's a couple, you know, like update things, and I'm looking through the different things, and I go to the Bloodborne one.
Ah!
Oh,
I got
sorry.
cornered and died.
You died it.
I died it.
So I go to the Bloodborne tab of the PS4, and there's a new little slot in there that says other titles you might enjoy. So if you play Bloodborne, Rich, if you play Bloodborne, what are some other PS4 titles you might enjoy? Sure.
Ninja Gaiden, Dark Souls, Dark Souls 2.
Sure, sure,
Demon's
but like, you
Souls.
know, Dark Souls 2 is on the PS4, right? So you would think they would play
Yeah.
that. Would you like to take a guess at the game they suggested to me? The Order 1886.
The Order?
Literally
That makes no
the
sense.
exact opposite of Bloodborne is the thing they recommended to me. And I laughed. So it's ridiculous. It has nothing to do with Bloodborne. But there it is. Play these other titles you might enjoy because you enjoyed Bloodborne. Terrible. Terrible. What that means is they don't have any sort of algorithm, you know.
Well, it's
Exactly.
whoever's paying them the money.
Exactly. It's not like we've compiled all of the genres that you've played and ranked, and you know.
It's essentially a fraud.
Yeah.
These are the units we need to move.
Exactly. No, it's
So let's
not
put them on
essentially
our
a
front
fraud.
page.
It is a fraud because like it says like other titles you may enjoy. That has a connotation that like we know what you will enjoy, doesn't it? Yep.
Yep.
Go fuck yourself. PlayStation 4. How dare you suggest that? How dare you? Right?
Thank God for Bloodborne.
Right? Bloodborne's just the best.
It's the savior of this console generation. It's the only thing worth playing.
Really true. Did I hear about DC's trouble behind the scenes planning their films?
Their complete lack of organization. Their attempts to mimic what Marvel's doing without in any way, shape, or form understanding it.
DC has started their official spin of why they don't have a cohesive universe, which is they, unlike other franchises, they are director-driven films. So, you know, like Marvel is studio-driven, right? They've in fact like fired notable directors because directors don't want to listen to Marvel Studios. Whereas DC is saying we're going to be a director-driven film studio with ours, and so that might mean that we won't have a cohesive universe, but we still want to call it a cohesive universe. It's utter bullshit. And of course, they've already fired a director because she was like the director for the supposed Wonder Woman movie didn't want to like play by their rules, and so it's like it's 100% bullshit. But it's like them trying to start the spin. I love it.
If they were, you know, if that were the case, there wouldn't be this we're working towards Justice League business.
Exactly.
They wouldn't be pulling that.
This is the difference. What were we talking about during the Shovel Knight review? The difference between a clone and an homage, right? And so all DC sees is like shared universe, right? Cinematic universe, and they don't see why it works well. And so they're like, okay, we just need a cinematic universe. We can do that, but they have none of the forethought, the planning to make the cohesion work. And so it's just a clone. And I love it. I love their failure only because I'm a Marvel fanboy. I would feel really bad, and I do feel really bad for any like person who grew up loving DC, because man, they are screwing the pooch cinematic wise.
I'm not taking a Marvel or DC side. I like DC characters. I like some Marvel characters. But as a whole, I like the Marvel universe more than I like the DC universe. As much as I love like Batman, I actually do like Superman. Now, some people think he's boring. I like Superman.
I think like the Superman that I fell in love with was the Adventures of Superman cartoon. That's when that's the only Superman I really knew. The Adventures of Batman and Superman 90s cartoon. Yeah.
Oh, the 90s.
That's a great Superman. And I mean, I've seen like the Christopher Reeves movies, but like Superman comics, I could never get into those because it always just turned into bigger, stronger aliens and punching. Doomsday, come on. Shaman.
Well, Doomsday was stupid.
Yes.
That was they wanted to kill Superman off for publicity, and they couldn't think of a creative way to do it. So this guy's just gonna start punching him.
A new guy that has that no one's invested with.
He's got he's like he's strong.
No. But not like regular strong, like really strong. It's pretty cool, right? You like Doomsday? Huh? Yeah, like that. Also, that '90s Justice League animated show. I liked that. I watched that. That was fun. Thought that was fun.
I gotta catch up on the Justice League show. I've seen some.
It's good. It's it's the same Batman and Superman that you like from that era, and some other people, which are fine.
I gotta be honest though, I'd just be watching it for Batman.
Of course. No, and they have the they have those episodes that are like Green Lantern and or Hawk Girl centric, and you're like, I just don't care about your backstory. And then every Wonder Woman backstory is like a god thing, and you're like, really? Come on.
Well,
She does
she's
god
Wonder
things.
Woman.
She does Greek god things,
That's-
right?
That's her whole shtick. What else? Ow!
In talking about Wonder Woman, did
Sorry.
you lose your footing?
No, I wasted a bomb to unlock one of the worst stores. Sell an item! No, I don't want to sell any of this. It's waste. Fucking waste of my fucking time. Thanks. It cost me a fucking bomb. Thanks.
Someone is saying, Tired and Sad says, Joss Whedon was right that Batman is really a Marvel character in the wrong universe. No.
Why? I don't see it. Batman, you know what I'm going to say about Batman? He belongs in his own universe. Batman thrives on, the rule of cool and being a badass and always knowing what to do. And then you throw him in a universe that has people like Superman, and in order for Batman to still be the cool guy, he needs to find ways to beat these people, and it gets absurd. And Batman would work much better if he existed within his own universe that didn't have retardedly powerful beings he had to compete with to be cool.
What Batman's not
and
good
useful.
At? Escalation.
What?
Batman.
Explain. What do you mean by
Batman
escalation?
Works the best when he's dealing with small-time thugs. Like when he's dealing with the mafia. When he has to be a detective. That is when Batman is at his best and brightest. But then all of a sudden, you throw him in a situation with a supervillain, right? And he has to use all of his powers to defeat the all-powerful supervillain. But then he has to defeat Superman. So he needs more powers. And then he has to defeat a guy who has a green ring. And that guy, that he can make anything appear. The problem with Batman is Batman is street level. But because he's such a big name.
But in order to be Batman,
Right.
he still has to beat the guy with the green ring.
Batman cannot scale up, is what I'm saying.
But he does.
He only
and
scales
that's
up
the problem.
because he's a recognizable name.
Yes. That's why he'd be better off not in a superhero universe.
100%.
This time he seemed more
If we are to use Marvel's terms, Batman would work fantastic on street level. Daredevil is a great Batman show.
directions to it. Uncle Eli tried to stop me.
Because I've said this before, but I mean, if like Batman's gonna beat up Solomon Grundy and people like that, why the fuck should you care when he goes up against the Penguin?
Right.
He beats up Metallo, a Superman villain. How is Batman gonna handle the Penguin? I don't know, with ease. It devalues
This is
his
what I was
own
saying about
rogues
he does
gallery.
not deal with escalation well. Because that's the thing. He fights and wins against gods. But then he needs to fight Sammy Two-Fist.
See, I think the problem with it is that they have him deal with escalation well.
Yeah. Yeah. Batman needs to be a smaller part of his world, and he's not. Only because of his marketing, by the way. There is no other reason for Batman to be in these situations other than he's one of the most recognizable superheroes on the planet. What?
You know what?
Spider-Man could.
Batman.
We've talked about this before,
That could happen.
and Spider-Man could 100% beat up Batman all of the time. You know why? Spider-Man's super strong.
Somewhat controversially, when either said it during my solo stream or when you went to the restroom or something during one of our other streams, I said that Snake Eyes from G.I. Joe could take Batman. Not all of the time, but at least some of the time, I think Snake Eyes would come out on top because Snake Eyes.
And
is not
I
afraid
don't
to
know
use
the G.I. Joe universe that well.
That's fine.
Jack,
That's
you
fine.
don't know what you're talking about. Batman is essentially the good guy version of Lex Luthor.
Yeah, but here, the problem is his normal villains aren't Superman-like. His normal villains
Yes.
are mobsters. And it's fun watching him use those detective skills to best mobsters. But when he can take on Superman and Lex Luthor, that all
Yes.
becomes devalued.
That's the point. Like, I agree with the...
Batman fighting above his weight class should be a sometimes
But see,
treat.
that's the thing. It really can't be a sometimes treat, which is the problem with his escalation. Because it is a sometimes treat,
Oh, no, I had a better one already.
when he goes back, it hurts. He needs to be lower class.
Oh, shit.
But you're not understanding the point, what we're saying with him being street level. Like, I'm not saying he should be poor or, like, not be Batman. I'm saying he needs to deal with lesser villains. Like, he cannot fight gods. That's not his job. Daredevil is fighting the Kingpin. Daredevil is not fighting Loki. That is not his job.
You don't send Hawkeye to take down Galactus.
Right. Everyone should have a place, and everyone should have, like, Batman has a great gallery of villains already, and all of Batman's villains are fairly appropriate to Batman. Poison Ivy controls plants. Poison Ivy cannot say devour a planet. She controls plants. It's minor villains in the grand scheme of comic books, right? Sure,
grand
this is
scheme
what I'm
of
saying.
power
Like,
sets.
judged against all other comic book characters, Poison Ivy not the most powerful, and that's why she's a Batman villain. The Penguin, I think, is a great example. You know what the Penguin is? He's a mobster. He's just a guy. He has no powers. He has umbrellas. Great Batman villain. The thing that hurt Batman the most was just a guy who was really strong. That's it. Like Bane, right? He was just really strong and kind of smart, so he beat Batman.
Don't want any of that. No, don't want any. The pickaxe. I want the pickaxe.
Yeah.
Pickaxe,
Yeah,
good.
and that's the thing. Like, in Avengers,
Good.
yeah, the people who actually fight Loki are Thor and Hulk, whereas Captain America, Hawkeye, and Black Widow are literally street level. Like, they are taking care of the minion bad guys. They are helping civilians in Avengers. The first Avengers, I haven't seen Avengers 2 yet, obviously. But, like, they are not toe-to-toe with Loki because that is Thor's job, and that is Hulk's job. That, Iron Man is kind of flying all over the place, but, like, Iron Man's kind of a leader, so that's fine. But they have specific jobs, and understanding, and this is the problem. This is the overall problem with DC, is they listen to their marketing team, not their creative team. They have no understanding of what makes their heroes work. Which is why, by the way, I'm a little excited about Suicide Squad, because they do have an understanding of why their villains work. Because you don't need to worry about any sort of the, like, character drama with villains. They're just bad guys. We just get to see cool shit explode.
Doing okay,
That's great.
Jack. Doing okay.
Cap may not be god level, but he is higher than street level. He's the top street level. Captain America is the leader of the street level team.
Bombs.
I mean, get bombs. Captain America is... He is. I mean... if we were, I wonder what the class is in between god level and street level. There is, I mean, there has to be a class in between. Yeah, what is he?
Spider-Man?
I'm saying, what do you? Yeah, what do
He's
you call
right.
that?
He's right in between.
Yeah,
I-
well, I
does
mean,
it
just
need
so
a
we can
name?
talk about it. Mid-
Mid tier,
Sure,
whatever.
mid-tier.
What?
I'm okay with mid-tier. I'm okay with mid-tier. Yeah, captain is mid-tier then. Like able to handle street level stuff and even swing with some gods, but no, like, you know, they have a different butter zone. City World. Oh, okay, yeah. Spike 1382 says City World Comic or Cosmic. I like that.
Okay,
yeah, so
that
Captain
works.
would be
Yeah.
world level. Spider-Man is like right in between city world level, depending on who's writing him at the time.
Yes.
Jack, no. Cap America is elevated by the fact that he is a genuinely good guy and the best leader ever. There are relevant powers beyond has muscles. Yes, a ruse. There are relevant powers beyond has muscles. All of those relevant powers get negated when you face a thunder god. These aren't about their skill set or their power level. This is just about like who they face. I agree. It's not all about muscles, but it's about the butter zone. Who's the most challenging, is the most fun to fight.
I think it's about if you don't want to make Batman's rogues gallery irrelevant, he shouldn't be beating up superpowered people
Yeah.
all the time.
After the funeral.
Yeah, absolutely. Batman does not fight superpowered people, or should not fight superpowered people. He does. That's the problem.
It should be a sometimes treat.
Captain America will fight superpowered people because he's superpowered, but he should not fight cosmic people all the time. Cosmic. Steve Rogers. Well, what universe are we talking about? In the comics, yes, he has picked up Mjolnir. He has picked up Thor's hammer because he is all good. He is 100% good.
You know, should good
Thor's
have
hammer?
anything to do with it?
That's what it has all to do with.
Yeah,
Being worthy.
Being worthy. Thor is a Viking war god. Alright, worthy should mean loving slaughtering
Right.
villages.
Well,
That should make you worthy to wield
be-
Thor's
to
hammer.
let's be a little more correct here.
I think Captain America is too decent
No.
to wield Thor's hammer. Captain America, he wants, you know, peace
But you
and
you
justice. He doesn't want
You can't
battle
blame
specifically.
Thor for the people that made him a god. Right? If Thor might be all good, but the Vikings weren't, but they still chose him as their god. So we can't blame Thor for the Vikings. The Vikings saw, according to Marvel mythos, the Vikings saw Thor and chose him as their god because he was strong. So
Okay.
I literally know almost nothing about Thor, but
He's a dude with a hammer. What more do you need?
he's a dude with it. That's all I know. Nothing. I
What
guess
more
nothing.
do you need to know?
Jack, I don't know if Odin can pick who's worthy. He was a womanizer and had a bad father. Right. No, Odin doesn't pick. The hammer picks. Mjolnir. I can never
Mjolnir.
pronounce it. It sounds like you guys expect more thought to be put into these characters when they are being written. But the fact is, the comic book medium has never been particularly deep or meaningful, says Das Rhine. I think you're incorrect. I think there have been great stories in the books that have done these characters justice and made these characters deep. And you might not, you know, maybe you're not a comic book guy, and I that's fine.
What the fuck?
I don't know. I think they are. I think there's good deep characters in comic books. But I'm a comic book person, so
Can be.
I'm not saying they always are. Oh, sure.
Depends on who's writing.
I mean, also, like, remember, we're talking about decades worth of characterization. You know.
Oh no, I don't want that. Oh, okay.
What'd you get?
That's fine. I hate
Oh.
the crossbow, which I hate.
Yeah, all right. That's fair.
Yeah.
Well, you have the bow and arrow now. Did you just get the crossbow? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Well, I have the holster, so I
easy peasy.
just put it in the other slot.
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
All of the time. So that's the real thing, is like, you know, Spider-Man has been around for 50 years. This is just a thing that's real, right? So we get to kind of remember all the good stuff and put away all the bad stuff and take the parts that we like about his character and idolize those and kind of move aside parts that we don't like, because he's been around for 5 decades. And that's actually the part that gets most upsetting, is like, comics have been around for so long and they're still fucking up simple things like characterization in movies, when they have like a world of resources and reference to look back on. That's what upsets me. It upsets me when I've seen it done right before, and it has, well, maybe not right, when I've seen it emotionally resonate with me before, and then they do it differently and it doesn't work as well, as far as I'm concerned.
Whatever.
You know, I know you don't care. I
haven't, I haven't cared much in recent years
I
about what they
know.
do with the comic books.
comics still have a place for me. It's this. It's the only time that you can, read a storyboard. It's this weird mesh of art and story. Like art, drawing art and story, and I like it. It plays on my imagination well. Comic books. Yes. Yes, Cracker Man. Whatever. Rich Evans. Matt Fraction's Hawkeye run. Alright. I'm down with that. There are certain books, like you read certain books and you just understand a character differently after that, And then that, like reading one book will shape how you feel about a character through several universes. I remember when I was reading Ultimate X-Men, which I really enjoyed in the beginning, and the way the writer handled Cyclops was so unique. Like handling him, sure, like as a Boy Scout, but as a conflicted leader and someone who's trying to do the best for their team. Like the way he wrote Cyclops made me appreciate Cyclops across all comic books, even though other writers didn't handle him,
Oh shit!
Did you die?
Not a big deal. No, I just stepped
okay.
on a trapdoor.
And so that's the thing, is like just one panel of a comic book can color how you feel about a character across universes. And that's something that's something unique. What was the name of that Hawkeye comic? Fraction. Where is that? Matt Fraction. What?
Jack,
Ooh, I'm watching. I'm watching right now.
Until my
we're
mother.
going to Zone 4, baby.
Oh, baby,
Oh,
that's weird.
yeah.
It's weird that you said baby right now.
Whatever.
I just
I'll
googled
say
Matt
whatever the
Fraction's
fuck I
Hawkeye,
want.
so I will look into that to see if I can get the trade or something. Matt Fraction. Hold on. I'm about to see Zone 4, I think. All right.
It's weird.
So we go from like caves to jungle to hell to I'm about to see it right now. Oh, it's purple.
I don't know how to deal with those guys.
Yeah.
These rapier guys. I have no idea.
Oh.
I can't figure it out.
Oh, he parries you. That's weird. So what? Do you just leave him?
Every rare now and then they lunge.
So do you?
Last time I had like 1,000 bombs. I just bombed the fuck
So
out
do
of
you
them. I don't
you
have
to
many
make
bombs
him
right now
lunge?
though.
How do you make him lunge?
I don't know.
And you can't get behind him?
Does anybody in the chat know?
You can play with a dance pad in this release. You could play with a dance pad in the pre-release, but yes, this is the full release of Crypto the Necrodancer. It is now 100% ready to go. What is this? Yeah,
Harpies.
I love it. I love it, Rich. I don't get where you are in relation to everything else, because you've been, like, what is this world?
Some kind of disco dungeon.
Attack next to them, then they lunge and you counter. Yeah, you have
So
to
you have
attack
to be
while
next to
next to them, then they lunge.
Oh fuck.
Right? Between Iron Man and Batman, who do you enjoy more as a character? And I will say in the well, hold
Batman.
on. In the movie universes, the answer is Iron Man, and in any
Yeah.
other universe, the answer is Batman. The both the comic and animated series, which I know, which obviously Rich is a big fan of. Batman is a much better character, but in the movie universe, Iron Man is a much better character. 100%. Especially after we've had the discussion of my love and evangelicizing of Iron Man 3. What's up? Oh my god, you're at half a heart.
I do have a full
Oh, sure.
heal potion, which is why I
Right.
haven't used that meat. Alright, I'm getting those parry guys now.
Okay, that's great. Iron Man 3 is perfect. Is a perfect action movie. Iron Man 3 is a movie that should be taught to people who want to make action movies. We did it. I had this whole breakdown in a stream a while back, so I won't get into it now. But it's great. Iron Man 3. That Shane Black knows what he's doing. But yeah, in the movies, Batman. I mean, what's his arc? You know, like what does Batman do as a character in the movies? You know, he fucks.
Fuck!
I'm sure he fucks someone. I think I've talked about this, and you guys have disagreed with me a lot about Bryan Singer's X-Men universe. It obviously helped bring along the current state of comic book movies, so I'm forever grateful for that. I think X2 is a fine movie, but overall, I don't much care for it, and I really did not like Days of Future Past. I had very real problems with it, and I hope, and I think also he has a problem.
Ah, God damn it!
Did you die?
No!
I'm sorry. What's happening? Oh my God! I'm watching it now. I see that.
I was getting raped.
Absolutely see that. Jesus Christ! I suppose this is level 4. Serenity now. Serenity now. It's like the first X-Men movie was right at the tail end of the awkward years of comic book movies. And it was trying, it got a lot of the characterization well, but it wasn't quite there yet with the action. And you know, if you're making a superhero movie, you need action. That's just the thing. That's why we read superhero comics. We like to see the guy punching the other guy. And it didn't happen. X2 had the nice balance of characterization and action. It was the Wolverine show, but that's fine because they handled it appropriately. And then we don't talk about X3, obviously. And Days of Future Past, I really thought was mediocre and handled a lot of things poorly and had too many world-breaking moments that I couldn't enjoy it. I just could not enjoy it. But so overall, I rank Singer's X-Men universe, probably above. No, you're not gonna do it.
I'm not gonna do it.
Oh.
I'm not gonna do it.
Did you get to the boss though?
Oh, I hit the wrong thing. I meant to eat the food, and I tried to use one of the. I accidentally used one of the spells. I was ready yet, so I died.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I died. God, Zone 4 is a bitch.